If you're bleeding for 10 days, 14 days, even 21 days during your period, then this episode is for you. One of my clients who used to wear 2 to 3 pads at one time, y'all, her bleeding lasted nearly a month. And that's just what her normal was. But now her periods last 4 to 5 days. Thin pads, no pain, no flooding. Y'all, she also used to live and survive on pain medication. But here's the truth. That didn't happen with food alone. It happened through lifestyle change, nervous system healing, and authentic, genuine support. Today, I'm walking you through the mindset shift that helped her reclaim her body, why ignoring symptoms like this can lead you into deeper conditions if left untreated. But before we dive into this episode, you know what time it is. Vibe with me, y'all. Welcome to the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. Welcome back to another episode of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. It's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Jovonnie. And if you've ever been told this is just how your body is, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. All right. And when I say that's just how your body is, that's someone dismissing what is truly a signal your body is trying to tell you that something is not normal, something is wrong, and you deserve to do an investigation, go on a journey to figure this thing out. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode or a video. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast distribution platform, make sure you rate and follow the podcast. Let the algorithms know I'm dropping good vibes and value. And to let me know you're here, let me know in the comments, how long is your cycle right now? And what would you give to shorten it and feel safe in your body again? And if you're not having a cycle and you have a daughter, a spouse, a partner who is having a cycle and you want to show more love, just say, I'm here to provide support. Yeah, I want to talk to the woman who feels like her body is betraying her every single month, to the one who brings backup clothes in her purse, who wears 2 pads, sometimes 3, and still doesn't feel secure, or the students that are going to school. You might be in elementary school, middle school, high school, and you're bringing extra underclothes, another pair of bottoms for your outfits because you might bleed out or have an accident with your menstrual cycle, who bleeds so long that she forgets what normal feels like or never knew what normal was because this is how her menstrual cycle started since she was younger. I need you to hear me when I say this. That is not normal. A 21-day period is not your fate. And wearing multiple pads should not be in your plan. It shouldn't even be the way you go through life. And so I want you to know your body's not broken. It's just inflamed. It's exhausted and it's unheard. And so what you might have been told was, this is just how your cycle is. My family has heard it. My aunt shared her polycystic ovary syndrome with us, saying her doctor didn't know what was going on, just said, that's just your period. That is just your norm. That is just how your body responds to your menstrual cycle. Some women bleed heavy. It's no big deal. No, heavy bleeding is a big deal because it could lead to anemia. It could lead to you having to get blood transfusions because your blood never stops. It is a big deal. And then for the people who say, I don't know what's wrong with you, but just get on birth control. Get on some type of hormonal therapy treatment. Just take a pill and it'll stop. Now you're allowing birth control to mask the other symptoms, the signals that your body is trying to tell you what's wrong. And if you don't listen to those signals and you're not aware of those signals, then you're not going to be able to truly fix what's happening at the root level. But here's what's actually true. Heavy bleeding is a clinical red flag, a sign of hormonal disruption and dysfunction, as well as estrogen dominance and chronic inflammation. And that's a problem. And if you haven't gotten diagnosed yet, it could lead to fibroids, polycystic ovary syndrome, endometriosis, and adenomyosis. And in this case, with my client, this ended up leading into a diagnosis of adenomyosis. And sometimes what a lot of people don't talk about, emotional burnout. That's something that is truly real if these are left untreated, if these signals are ignored. Y'all, this is not just a period issue, it's a quality of life issue. Drop it in the comments if you're still vibing with me. Type quality of life issue. Quality of life issue. I'll wait. So let's get into it. Y'all, my client came to me bleeding 14 to 21 days every single cycle. She lived on over-the-counter pain pills because of her debilitating pain. She used to get pain injections. Y'all, she was used to using multiple pads at one time. Not going through multiple pads in 1 hour, but multiple pads at once just to get through the day. She just said that's just her norm. This is what she's always experienced. And it's but what she's experienced since she was a child and started menstruating. But through working with her, shifting her meals, her beliefs around food, allowing her to educate herself in regards to what foods are causing her pain and are not aligning with the way her body needed to be fueled, to be nourished. Y'all, reclaiming her mindset. And when I say mindset, Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Jovonnie means your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, because those things shape your behaviors, and your behaviors create your lifestyle, and your lifestyle is your true reality. All right. And then addressing her stress, y'all. Not only did her body begin to start trusting her again, but her cycle dropped to 4 to 5 days. I don't know who needs to hear this, but 14 to 21 days, now you're going to 4 to 5 days, and you're not on the pain medications, and you were starting to see these changes before you got a proper diagnosis. Y'all, let me shout out real quick to my client, because I am so proud of her for advocating through the healthcare system to let them know what was not normal, and to find someone she trusted to get the procedure done to figure out what was really going on the inside. And so for my adenomyosis thrivers, your pain is not something to play with, but you can go ahead. To all my people who've never had an official diagnosis but have pelvic pain, irregular periods, emotional overwhelm, y'all, painful bowel movements, low back pain, just don't know what's happening, you can start adopting healthier habits. You can start adopting lifestyle changes to see that pain reduce, to see you eliminate that stress, to see yourself move from a state of fight or flight into a space where you're going from surviving to thriving, and you're able to turn your pain into your power. It is possible. All right. Because my client, she started to live again instead of bleeding through life. And so what I really like to get at is the root of the problem. As someone with stage 4 endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovary syndrome, and fibroids experiencing that for so long before I even knew what was really happening, I realized the root cause was inflammation, chronic inflammation, and hormones imbalances. And it was something that I ignored for so long because I thought it was my norm. I thought it was normal. And so I just want you to know that food alone does not address the root problem. All right. So I know we've been sold the idea that you could just drink some smoothies or get your juice on it. You know, I love a good juice with the Fords. Juice with the Fords. Y'all, I love a good juice turn up. But food is medicine. It helps you on your healing journey. It's an integral part of the journey, but food without nervous system safety, without stress regulation, without proper rest, it's not going to stick. The healing won't stick. That's why I've seen so many people that are struggling to find relief, struggling to address their symptoms, manage their symptoms, but truly get to the root cause of what's going on with them, because they're not addressing the root problem, and they're not taking a holistic approach to the issue. And I call it my M to the 3rd degree healing empowerment formula: mindset, mindful eating, and movement. That holistic approach matters when you're dealing with pelvic pain, when you're dealing with cysts on your ovaries, when you're dealing with fibroids, when you're dealing with irregular periods, heavy bleeding, pelvic pain, that starts to lead into fertility issues or diabetes or depression. Like, this could lead into so many other diseases and deeper conditions if left untreated, if left unresolved. And so the science says that chronic stress increases cortisol and pro-inflammatory cytokines. They say it disrupts estrogen detoxification. Your body can't even detox the right way. It increases uterine inflammation and worsens the bleeding. Your decisions, your habits might be causing the heavy flow that you're experiencing. All right. And according to the Endocrine Society, stress is one of the most underrated hormone disruptors in women. And even if we don't feel like we're stressed on the outside and we're just navigating and going through life, there are things inside that we need to truly process, address, and handle, and make sure that we're not stressing ourselves out. So let me ask you, are you still waiting for food to fix what your body is screaming about from a deeper level? Let me know in the comments. But here we go with a 3-part shift with the mindset as promised. Number 1, my client let go of survival mode as her norm. She stopped pushing through and started listening to her body's whispers. She said, I can put down the pain medicine if I could try something natural, a holistic approach, because I don't know what that pain medication is doing to the other areas of my body. And so she believed that she was not broken. She believed that she could heal, and she believed that she could do it naturally. And she had to make sure she did it in a way that was sustainable. Y'all, it wasn't restrictive diets. It was truly finding the right foods, the right juice recipes, the right form of movement, the things she enjoyed. And it also took her addressing her central nervous system. She had to get out of survival mode so she could start thriving. Then she had to focus on the flow and not force. Y'all, she embraced that gentle movement, went from walking to also using a row machine, trying different ways to move. She reduced the all or nothing thinking and supported her liver, her lymphatic system through juicing, hydrating, and then grounding meals. She felt what her body needed in regards to the food that she wanted because she started navigating and finding alternative options. The biggest thing for her when it came to food, inflammatory food, was the processed sugar and the dairy. And when she was able to find alternatives, make healthy swaps, it empowered her decision to take care of herself even more. And when she was able to go on that journey, make those swaps, create a lifestyle around them, her pain reduced significantly, as well as her bleeding. The whole topic that we're talking about today, 21 days to 4 to 5 day period, y'all. Your body doesn't need pressure. It just needs permission. Put it in the comments if you're still vibing with me right now. My body doesn't need pressure. It needs permission. I'll wait. Now let's get back in it. She also stopped healing alone. The shift didn't happen because she downloaded another meal plan, and she had downloaded meal plans before. And if you're wondering, there is a meal plan in the description of this episode just to get you started, just for you to see what my meals could potentially look like. What could my empowered plate look like? What could I put in my juice? What could I put in my smoothie if I'm dealing with these types of symptoms? So you have a complimentary meal plan in the show notes for you right now, but it doesn't come with a personal guide, someone who has education and experience and has been on this journey. All right. It happened because she got Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Jovonnie, a plan, a community, and a framework. That changed everything for her. And if you're saying, you know what? I would love to explore mindset, mindful eating, and movement, and how it could help me reduce my pain, eliminate my distress, help me regulate my periods. Guess what? You can get the Wellness with Jovonnie bundle. That link is in the show notes as well. And it walks you through my framework, mindset, mindful eating, movement, my M to the third degree healing empowerment. And it has resources in it. And it's a do-it-yourself. Like, you explore, you get into that bundle, you learn, you get educated. that is an option for you. But if you're someone who's like, no, I need the hand holding, I need the guidance, I need to tell you exactly what issues I'm struggling with right now, and I would love your support, then that information is in the show notes as well. It's a readiness assessment. Complete that readiness assessment, and let's see how can we get to the root cause of your issue. And how can we do it naturally, holistically, in a way that is sustainable? Something that you can continue to thrive with and move on and explore the journey. Remember, y'all, it's not a destination, it's a journey. You're on a journey to explore how can you better take care of yourself, love yourself, show up for yourself. And that happens every single day, depending on what decision you make and how you make them. Does it help you stay in your pain? Or does it elevate your power and take your control back? Remember, get in alignment with your body. When your body speaks to you and provides you with signals, listen and explore ways to address it. You are your best advocate. You do not deserve a life in pain. All right? Do not make it your normal. And you definitely don't deserve to be bleeding for 21 days, 14 days. You deserve a regular, healthy flow. All right. That's what you deserve. So, as we wrap up this episode, I want you to know that you were never meant to bleed throughout your whole life. You weren't meant to be afraid of your body, not knowing when that endometriosis flare up is going to happen, or when that heavy flow is going to come through, and you're at school or you're at work or you're in the grocery store and now your clothes are messed up. You deserve a cycle that doesn't steal your joy, doesn't steal your energy, and does not rob you of your peace. You also don't deserve a life dependent on medication. Now, don't get me wrong. If medication is helping you and giving you a good quality of life, make sure you do what's right for you. All right. And this is my journey, my experience. I want you to make sure you consult with your health professionals and make sure you're taking the right approach that's best for you. So drop it in the comments, y'all. What symptom are you tired of living with? What symptom are you tired of living with? And it could be anything. What symptom are you tired of living with? And then what would healing look like for you if you believed this was possible? What would healing look like for you if you believed it was possible? Y'all, it's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach Jovonnie, host of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, rate the podcast, follow on your favorite podcast distribution platform. But most importantly, thanks for vibing with me, y'all.